Hey guys. All right. Let's figure this out real quick. I don't know if it's ever real quick. But doing YouTube for a little while. Okay. So this is one of these things like needing to figure it out. Teamwork, so I need more of you guys to jump on. It reminds me of, like, remember back in the day when we used to, like, with the tarot, it'd be like late night. It would be like to whom it may concern. So I went back to that video that I was talking about at the end of the other read, and I quite can't figure out how to, I just gotta move the fan, how to decipher this one. So it's not a threat, but it's something. And it was directed towards society, towards me, us. Well, can I really say me? Hi, Louise. I got Max right here. I think it's more of a message to the collective, to society. So I'm going to play it, and then it's like your thoughts, your feedback. So again, not a threat. It's just more when she says person, place, or thing, we'll listen to it from the beginning. When she says person, place, or thing, and then she says, but it's not, it's really a thought. Spirit's saying, no, it's not a thought. It's a person, place, or thing. So she's talking about energy. She's talking about other realms. She's talking about being taboo. Okay. She's talking about religion. She's talking about basically being looked at as taboo. Is the gist I'm getting from that conversation. And she's like, I don't even know why I'm here delivering these messages. I don't know what's behind this, or I don't want to put words in her mouth, but it's at one point she literally says, like, we don't know why we're here doing what we're doing. But that to me is like, it just, the fact that she doesn't know why she's here seems a little silly in my eyes. I would think you would know why you're here. I mean, she delivers messages for the Pleiadian Council, so how are you going to sit back and say, I'm not sure why, I know why I'm here. So again, this isn't a personal attack, guys. I just kind of want to figure out what this message is trying to say. And I feel like what it's trying to say is it's towards society. It's towards the collective. I kind of feel like it's insultive, but I could be wrong. I mean, that's my feeling. It doesn't mean that other people will interpret it that way. Okay, and this is sensitive content, guys, because the the voice I'm about to play, I like her. We like each other, you know. So this isn't, again, a personal attack towards me, her, or anything. It was definitely a message meant to be heard. I just don't think it's random. Like, you think it's a person, place, a thing, but it's not. It's actually a thought. So at that point, it's telling me, regardless of thought or not, it's definitely a person, place, a thing. So where the thought part came in is kind of throwing me off a little bit. So I'm going to play it, and I'm sure, more will jump on and we'll play it again. But you guys' opinion, you can tell me what you think.
It's like, I guess, there's something that, I play a directive role with as well. And I don't even know it. And that's the funny part, because it's like,
see, that part blows my mind. She's saying, I play a directive role as well, but I don't even know what that part is. That right there, to me, is like, let me just play it.
Third party is the religion. And this can be a message for others as well,
Let me play it from the beginning and not interrupt.
And then, it's like, I guess, there's something that, I play a directive role with as well. And I don't even know it. And that's the funny part, because it's like, the third party is the religion. And this can be a message for others as well. This may be a message in terms of like, you don't even know what that energy is. It's like, you're sitting here thinking it's like a person, a place, a thing, But it's like a thought. And it can be like a space of thought, societal thought at that. So the question is like, how do we let society bleed into where we live our lives personally? How do we?
Okay. So in between where she's like, I don't even know where I fit in per se, to, people think it's a person, place, or a thing, but it's not. It's actually a thought. Now, Spirit saying it's not a thought. People have wisdom, they have inner knowing, they have spiritual gifts, just like she does. So what do you think the message is there? Like, what is she getting at? So whoever came into her message, right? What do you think they're getting at? Like, basically, like, when it talks about society, religion's been coming in for the last couple days, but she's basically saying at the same time, I'm taboo. Totally, she's okay with that. I'm taboo. I'm okay with that to people, But for her to come in and be like, I don't even know why I'm here. But how can you not know why you're not here? And that's not meant to sound like an asshole. It's just, how do you not, like, you're delivering Pleiadian messages. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why you're here. So why in that particular video is she saying, I don't even know why I'm here? And then it's, you could think it's a person, place, a thing. And then she says, but it's not. It's just it's a thought. It's a thought. Spirit said, that's not a thought. And then she goes to speaking about, which rules. It's a societal thought. So it's like talking, it's like bringing me to the matrix. Okay. But let me play it again. And then I want your opinion of whatever she's channeling or whatever's coming through. Okay. What is their message behind this?
It's funny. And then, yeah. It's like, I guess, there's something that, I play a directive role with as well. And I don't even know it. And that's the funny part, because it's like the third party is the religion. And this can be a message for others as well. This may be a message in terms of like, you don't even know what that energy is. It's like you're sitting here thinking it's like a person.
How can she say you don't even know when the energy is when she comes on and reads energy? So this message is so construed. I don't know if you're picking up on it or not, but she delivers messages.
A place, a thing, But it's like a thought. It can be like a space of thought, societal thought at that.
So there's a subliminal message here without her even realizing that. She's calling herself as a channeler, as a third party. She's saying the third party is like religion. You think she's talking about herself as a third party? I don't think so. Spirit's saying no. She's talking like that message right there was like that was channeled, or it was subliminal, because she works with energy all the time. That's why she does astro talks. Like, she's aware of what she does. She's aware of her abilities. She's aware of, people, places, and things. She's, so this is why I'm saying, like, that snuck in whether she realized it or not. Because she's basically saying she doesn't know why she's here. Nobody does. And you think it's a person, place, or thing, but she's basically telling you you're wrong because it's a thought. So if it's a thought and it's the thought process, is it not real? Because then she steps into which role society plays in talking about the matrix. So again, like, for those who listen to her, like, it's almost like, yeah, that's what she meant. She and a spiritual third party, or a spirit is a third party. She's not the third party. Spirit saying. She's the messenger. Where are you guys getting third party? Does she use third party in the text? I almost said something about her verb, like the. Okay. But listen from the beginning. Yes, thoughts are absolutely energy. That's how people manifest. That's a given. But I don't think that's where she's going with that, guys. Like, I need you to think like, This was a direct message towards the collective, okay? And it was it was subliminal messaging. I don't know if it's to cause blockages. It's not something she would do or cause. But if you listen to her say, I don't even know why I'm here or this and that, like, don't you think that's a little bit of a red flag when she comes on and does astral talks and talks about this and talks about that, but then all of a sudden she doesn't know why she's here?
It's funny.
I'm just.
And then, yeah. It's like, I guess, there's something that, I play a directive role with as well. And I don't even know it. And that's the funny part, because it's like the third party is the religion. And this can be a message for others as well. This may be a message in terms of like, you don't even know what that energy is. It's like you're sitting here thinking it's like a person, a place, a thing, but it's like a thought. And it can be like a space of thought, societal thought at that. So the question is like, how do we let society bleed into where we live our lives personally?
Okay, so the whole third party, I think what she's referencing, is what is the factor right now. The third party, the factor right now is religion. Is coming through in my reads too. That's a big factor regarding the universe and people around you. Okay. I don't like the fact that she knows why she's here. So the fact that she can say, I have a seat in the hot seat but I don't know why I'm here, is not something I think that she would say. So it's definitely subliminal messaging there, and it's going towards the collective, and it's not a thought. Thoughts are definitely energy, right? I get that, but that's not what she's saying. She's saying like, you think it's a person, place, or a thing, but the message is trying to be real clear, saying you're wrong. It's a thought. She would never say to the collective, you're wrong. What it is a thought. Do you see what I'm trying to say? She wouldn't say that. But that's what her message is saying. Well, that's another thing I'm saying. Like, why is she reading at that level if she's confused with source and her role in her message? But that's just it. She's not. So that's a subliminal message coming through, and it's like within that message, depending on how many people heard that message, okay? That just played like a major like people wouldn't even pick up on it. But that's what happens when we work with energies, guys. Spirit will put you where you need to be. Her guides are amazing. She's amazing. So it's like it slipped out or something, like, because if she was to actually go back and listen to that, I think she would be like astonished. And I hope she never sees this, because I don't ever want her to question, her own ability or this and like or that, or to get nervous, because she's highly protected and guided, right? So it's not personal. I love her, and she gives me a lot of guidance and advice and messages that I don't even think a regular human could interpretate unless you were spiritual and you're going through something, certain stuff. Like, and that's not to be, I'm not saying that like you're not capable of doing it. It's just when you reach a certain level of ascension, you interpret messages differently. So is it saying, it's basically saying if it's a person, place, a thing, you're wrong. It's a thought. But it's not a thought. So it's almost like putting it in your head that what's happening isn't really happening. It's just a thought. But what's happening is really fucking happening. And it's not just a thought. See how tongue twisted that was? But it's like making you believe that it's just a thought and not really happening. I mean, that's like not even her character. So this is a prime example why you guys need to be careful about which readers you listen to, who you listen to, when you listen to them, the state of mind that you're in. I mean, she's a smart fucking cookie. So it's like from start to finish there, and it goes and it steps right into society as if all of society is just wrong with the whole person, place, or thing and what you think it is, and you're wrong, and it's really a thought. So it's trying to, the message is trying to convince you that you're wrong of what you think it is, that you're wrong, and it's just a thought. When people have a lot more than just fucking thoughts, guys, especially spiritual people. So it's almost like I'm going to target, the ones in position. I'm going to target the ones in the hot seats. I'm going to target taboo. And this is religion, and she's bringing up the whole religion factor. And, but it was actually a target towards taboo point of view. I mean, does this make sense to any of you? For those who have known her for a while, like, does that even like sound like her? What do you take from it? I just find it disturbing. I know a lot of people are not going to pick up on what she said, but from start to finish, you should be picking up on stuff like that. And not just with her, with other people. This is what subliminal messages are. And if I didn't constantly say people, places, and things, I wouldn't even have picked up on that. And that right there woke me up out of a dead sleep when I had it playing. I actually fell asleep to it, shockingly enough. Woke me up out of a dead sleep. So I know that message was to be heard and talked about. It's a prime example of be careful who you listen to and how you're taking things. How do you feel after certain reads? Do you feel drained? Do you feel heavy? I mean, guys, she is an amazing reader. She's gifted, she channels, she's delivering messages. It's got to be a tough job, but her guides would never encourage her to be like, I don't even know what I'm doing here, or I really don't even know what I'm saying to you guys. Like, That's not her. She's saying our realities are built into our thoughts. So where are the systems seeing into our thoughts? Well, reality comes from thoughts. Your thoughts build certain realities. That's a given. But the message is, see, I don't know if you guys are missing it. The message she's giving is she's basically saying, it's not people, places, or things. But Spirit says this has nothing to do with thoughts. It's not about thoughts. The message is basically saying, the message I think is trying to convince you that it's your thoughts. But this has nothing to do with thoughts. Sorry. Hi. No, I just jumped on YouTube, so when I'm done, I will. Not too long. Yeah. All right, love you. Bye. So this really doesn't boil down to thoughts. We got to get the whole thoughts out of our head for a second, which is hard to do because that was the main message. But it's not really about thoughts. It is about people, places, and things. Because that's the reality. That's the world we live in. People, places, and things. So you got to remember in this message, it's not even about the thoughts, but the message is trying to convince people it's all about the thoughts. So I'm just trying to pick up on if we're both channeling religion and certain stuff right now, which is like the third party factor to society, to the collective, to other people around you. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. Those people can go kick fucking rocks, honestly. It's not even a topic I want to have because that's how strongly I feel about it. You want to shit on somebody else's fucking belief? Like, fuck you. How can you have a belief but shit on somebody else's belief? The fuck is that shit? Then how strong is your fucking belief? Get what I'm saying? So this isn't about a thought. This is about a person, place, or a thing. But they want you to think it's a thought. So they're trying to twist you right now, people. That's what's happening. And it's so frustrating to me. And honest to God, I don't ever want her to even find this freaking video because I don't ever want to discourage her or second guess her work. But at the same time, if it gets back to her, then maybe it's meant to get back to her. Maybe her guides want it to get back to her because she might not have realized the message that just came in. And for those who known her, I've spoken to her personally. Like for those who know her, no, she wouldn't say like, I don't even know why I'm here, or like, you don't really know what the energy is, or per se, or what, what's being channeled. Well, then how can you have faith and how can you continue to channel? And how can you do astral talks and talk about energy and be so profound in what you want to do when it comes to astrology? And she's dead on. So I don't even think she realized what she was saying. This is a big warning for everybody to be real careful with subliminal messages. This is a prime subliminal message that a majority of the people that watched that video did not even pick up on. because this has nothing to do with a thought. This is your own realm. It's your own life. This is what you create. It is a person. It is a place. It is a thing. We're not talking about manifestation here. We're not talking about positive outlets and affirmations. We're not talking about that. So her message, whoever delivered that message, really wanted to convince you that it was all just in your thoughts. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. Basically, so everything you thought of that you believed in, this entity is trying to now convince you otherwise, is kind of what I'm getting. It's almost like trying to take you right off fucking track. Like the track that you were fucking on, it's almost like they want to wipe you right off the fucking track. Let's confuse you. Let's bring you this direction. Let's do that. No matter how good your reader is, there's always going to be something to pick up on. Like you just got to be, I don't want to say sharp enough. To me, it would have clicked like, oh, what is she trying to say? But spirit woke me up out of a dead sleep. Yeah, but it's not my job. It's not my job to talk about it with her. I don't want her to take it personally or offensive. If spirit wants her to know, spirit will definitely direct her to find out. That's a given. Okay. Readers don't try to intertwine and interfere with other readers. This says nothing about her. The subliminal message I'm getting at has everything to do with different realms. It's not her as a reader. This happens to everybody, all readers. I'm sure it's happened to me. This is just a prime example for you guys to realize and see what like subliminal messages and certain stuff look like. Because this is a prime example of what that was. You know? So to me, the message I'm getting is more or less like trying to convince the people that you're wrong, that it's a person, place, or thing, or whatever it is, belief, whatever it is, you're basically wrong. And they're trying to convince you of whatever you believed in is now wrong. And it's just a thought. Now, I can interpret that in a positive way too, but that's not where this message was going. So you guys got to be really careful out there. How do you feel when you're done watching a video? Like, how do you feel the next day? How do you feel about like, yeah, it's just so crazy. And guys, everything's up for interpretation. Everything is up for interpretation. Everything. Okay. It's how you want to interpret it. For those, I just feel like for those who have known her for a while and been watching her for a while, that part doesn't even sound like her. Like it sounds like her, but like it doesn't sound like something she would personally say. Like, I don't know what I'm doing. We really don't know what the energy is. Like, that's not true. She knows exactly what she's doing. She takes precautionary routes when she channels. I mean, she's deep into this and she's devoted. So I just need you guys to be aware of there's, messages out there. This one, Spirit wanted me. This time, Spirit wanted me to bring this one to your attention. And it's not a personal attack on her at all by any means. And I got permission through my guides to make sure it was okay. Like her guides, my guides, like it was okay to even talk about. I was really careful taking this approach too. It's a sensitive approach. So that's just a prime example. And I don't want anybody saying her name or the name of her channel. I haven't seen it. A lot of people have mentioned other people, which is not who it is. I'm just giving you a prime example of, I think, an amazing reader. And for that to come out, I don't even know if I don't think she even picked up on it. So just be careful, because it's almost like a group of entities or something is trying to attach or is trying to do something, trying to get you to like discourage you and trying to get you to like not believe in that and you should believe in this. And that's really what it boils down to, because she was talking about religion. Let's not forget what she was talking about. So, and it's not, those messages didn't come out to help the collective and send that group of collective in a certain way. No. This was like a fight with the grid that shouldn't even have taken place. Okay. So it's basically dark energy, dark forces at work, dark shadows, coming out and trying to discourage you and trying to get you to change your belief. They probably want you guys to join the dark. There's always going to be a battle between the dark and the light. Okay, so a lot of light readers, whether they choose light or not, there's always dark entities waiting and willing to suck them in, even if you pull to the light. Because if you're not strong enough to dig yourself out, the dark is going to fucking swallow you. And that's just the way it is. That's just the way the fucking ball bounces off the fucking wall. The apple falls from the fucking tree, troops. It's the fucking hand of the roll of the dice you fucking roll. Okay? That's it. That's how that shit works. So that, again, prime example of subliminal messaging that some people did not even pick up on. Me as a reader and been listening to her for a long time was like, holy shit. How can you're basically telling everybody you have no idea what you're doing, but you know exactly what you're doing. I just don't, there's like a whole bunch of like red flags there. And if you guys ever hear that in me, see it in me, I would expect you to call it out. But I mean, it happens to everybody. It's just how the energy sneaks in. But that was subliminal messaging. I can't wait until she gets kicked off her fucking high horse. She chose a route she shouldn't have freaking chose because the money was just flowing. Like, there comes a point, guys, where no matter where it is, success takes over. Okay. It's got a power all of its own. And it's like you don't even realize it, and then you do things for the wrong reasons, and then that success will tank. Okay. If it's not handled properly, if you're not recognizing dark energy from light energy, certain stuff, and you're right, it is sad, speaking down spiritual. So yeah, that's kind of what happens. And it just it's a risk we take. We know what we're working with. So for somebody who's so deep into what she does. She knows what she's working with, but she's basically telling you she has no idea what she's working with in that message. She's very aware, extremely aware. And she is dedicated. Like, it's unbelievable the work she does to get to where she's at. I ain't shitting you. She is amazing. But it just goes to show what these subliminal messages are looking like. And usually with a dark and light energy, it's a pole, it's a force, it's an unseen polar force too. That was like in your face. And subliminal messages are meant to like hypnotize, right? So how much of the audience in the group just got pulled to go into a different grid, a different direction? And sometimes I always say to you, like, it's all good. You're going to get pulled in the direction you need to be pulled in. That is not the same thing. That is manipulation. That, what happened there, is not the same thing. That's like stealing souls. That's not cool. That's not kosher. That shit's gotta fucking stop. And I don't know how to stop that. Spirit saying I know how to stop that. But I don't know how to stop that. Maybe this video will help. I don't know. But that's just not cool. And it's not her that's not cool. She's amazing. That whatever that entity was, whatever that was that came through, it's just like, no matter how strong our guides are in certain stuff, we're messing with energy that the magnitude of power is no joke. So things are going to slide in and out all the time. It's up to even us readers to acknowledge our own energy. Like, did that feel right? Did this, like, there's a lot that needs to be done on our end. And she's very protected, you know, but it just sucks because sometimes, you know, entities, certain things are supposed to come in and do certain jobs, but that was different. That there's no group, no collective agreed to that one. I'm not shitting you. Like, her guides, Pleiadian energy, stuff like that. We work with the same Pleiadian energy guys. So all that stuff, like, they didn't agree to that. That was something that was taken. It was stolen. That was planned. That was operated. She also did that video in the dark, late at night. I don't know if that has anything to do with it. I don't know when that read was done. It could have had a lot to do with it. There could have been a void. There could have been a certain placement, transits. There could have been anything, that some type of a little tiny glitch. I don't even think it was a glitch. I think there is a bad person on the other side that allowed the glitch to make it look like it was a glitch, but it wasn't a fucking glitch. So there's a big fucking problem. Because what happened was not fucking allowed. And it still went down. So see what I'm saying? Like, no matter how strongly we're backed and protected, there's still always going to be more powerful energy that can sneak in and do some sneaky, shady ass fucking snaky shit like that. You know? But she's good. She's protected. She's, you know, it happens. It happens. There's not much more she can do to protect herself. I mean, she's pretty on fucking point, guys. It just happens. But I wanted to show you a prime example of how that shit happens. Just listen one more time. It's kind of mind blowing. For those who have been listening to her for a long time will know exactly what I'm saying.
Yes, there's something that I play a directive role with as well, and I don't even know it. And that's the funny part, because it's like the third party is the religion, and this can be a message for others as well. This may be a message in terms of like, you don't even know what that energy is. It's like you're sitting here thinking it's like a person, a place, a thing, but it's like a thought. And it can be like a space of thought, societal thought. So the question is, like, how do we let society bleed into where we live our lives personally? How do we?
Okay. So it's almost like she's laughing at herself, like, and she's like, it could be a message for other people. Well, no, that's why you're on. You're delivering these messages for other people. So now are you saying it's your own personal message that you're just sharing with everybody else? Like, when I listen to it, it actually blows my fucking mind. I removed that. I just don't write her name or the channel, please. I was staying on top of that. But yeah, and please don't write anything like in the comment area either. I'm going to try to find a way to disable the comments, because this isn't a personal attack on her. This is just a prime example. I'm just checking. This is just a prime example of subliminal messaging and how certain things sneak in. And she's basically kind of saying the same thing at the end, like, how do we bleed into society? How much do you do this or do you do that? Or you see what I'm saying? So it's going to target who it needs to target. And typically, there's always target areas working with dark and light and spirit, okay? I've never been naive to that. You're not either. If that's what you got to do, then you go ahead and that's what you do. But this was not that type of situation. This was more of just like taking souls. This was just taking souls. And it's fucking not okay. So I don't know how it's going to stop. I don't know. It's huge though, guys. It's huge. It's bigger than you think. There's always going to be a war on religion with the collective, with spirit, with the gods. There's always going to be that too. Okay. The war on religion, this is nothing new. And religion has been coming through, for a couple of days. But my thoughts on that. You can go fucking kick rocks and fuck you. I don't got time to explain why I chose the direction I chose. What a waste of fucking time and fucking energy. You fuck. That's why I want to be like, you stupid fuck. Like, you're so fucking ignorant and arrogant. Like, we're not judging your fucking shit. Don't judge mine. And how powerful is your fucking belief? Because all the beliefs I know, you're not supposed to really judge other fucking beliefs. It's one thing like, oh, just believe in me, and just like there's plenty of judgment in beliefs. Okay, so that probably came out wrong. But you know where I'm going with that. Like, if you're really powerful and into your own belief and it's for your own well-being, you're not going to fucking judge other beliefs. So that's why I could say you can go fuck off if you got a problem with someone being fucking taboo or Muslim or Christian or Catholic, whatever, Hinduism, whatever the fuck you want to be. You're not true to that fucking religion if you're going to fucking judge other people for it. And that's a fucking fact. You are not true to that religion if you're going to judge other people. Because religion at the end of the day is for your own self-empowerment. fucking had enough of that shit. That's why I don't want to talk about that shit. That's why I can say fuck you. Not even gonna have a fucking topic like that. You don't fucking like that I'm taboo? Fuck you. I didn't ask for you to be in my life. I'm not gonna change who the fuck I am and what path I took to fucking suit you. You fucking out of your mind? Anywho. I'm just frustrated and sad because what that was a taking and it wasn't up for grabs. So pretty fucking sad. I really don't know how to stop that, even though Spirit says I do. I don't, though. So at this point, again, she's good. I'm not saying don't watch her and this and that and be scared, and no, not at all. There's always going to be glitches, but that was an intentional glitch, and that's what pisses me off. That was like an intentional taking. Which almost reminds me of when we were talking about the asteroid passing Earth and nobody knew about this fucking asteroid and it was going to hit and all this, and talking about Italy, and it actually went over Italy, but it never hit, so that's good. But it can, but it's just a prime example. Like that happened days after, and so it's like, we know what we're working with, but what is it trying to say? Oh, when I said it was done, it was intentional, it was purposeful. That's what it was. Like, it was purposeful. Like, so there's things that are like purposeful. Like that was, that was spirit, that was the gods, that was the universe, that was purposeful push out of the atmosphere. Okay. What just happened was not that type of purposeful type of energy through any of the gods or spirits or realms or starseed family. It wasn't like that. That like there was a glitch. Like, but somebody let that energy in to take those souls. I don't know how many people watched that video or how many souls were snagged. But it's a fucking disgrace. It's basically trying to tell you anything you've ever believed in is down the shitter. It was meant to discourage you. It was meant to, and not her. She didn't mean to discourage you. The message was meant to discourage you. It's almost like you've been wrong this whole entire time thinking it was a person, place, or thing. You're wrong. No. She basically, that creepy fucking energy was basically like, it's a thought. It's all in your thoughts. It's all in your thoughts. It's all in your thoughts. You don't have your own brain. It's all in your thoughts. That's what that was. Like some hypno shit. It's all in your thoughts, so you'd fucking question everything. Energy is powerful, guys. A person, an individual can be fucking powerful. Somebody saying one thing can be powerful. So I wouldn't say it's like a warning. We all going to listen to, well, it's definitely a warning, but like for you, my viewers, my watchers, just be more vigilant. I think we've reached a certain part of ascension, and you're not going to get tricked or fooled into something like that. But there's plenty of people that have not reached that point of ascension and their souls were taken. And another reason why I don't want her to watch this video, because I don't want her to ever feel like she caused that. This is what I'm saying. Like this, so it's not about her per se. It's the entities that snuck in and did what they weren't supposed to do, but it was purposeful on their end. It was planned. It was hijacked. Fucking energy. They hijacked. They can hijack certain people, and right there that is what you call fucking hijacked. That is a spiritual fucking hijack all fucking day. So I will see you guys tomorrow. It's just 33:55, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys, and I hope you have a really nice night. All right, and lots of good vibes being sent out. All right. Again, it's not much. It's a warning, okay? It's a warning of like, this is kind of what's going down, like on the astral turf type thing. Again, I think you guys have hit a point of ascension where you would pick up on it more than question your own energy. So I hope that helps you rest easy, because I know it's meant for you. That message was meant for you to question your own energy. But I really feel like where we've gotten to the point of ascension, you're going to more pick up on it than question where you're at. That type of message will make you question so much shit about your thoughts and where have you been. I just hope with this message getting out that people can go in and swipe them and save them. I don't know, but there was a point to this whole entire message, and again, I don't know how to fix it, even though Spirit says I do. But even a video just like this being created can help pull other energies in opposite directions. Like it's not too late, you know. I hope it's not too late. I hope it's like how we have military in the 3D. I hope they're spiritual military. Like, go and fucking get them. Go and fucking get them. So you can best believe there's going to be a lot of solar storms. There's going to be asteroids. You best believe we're going to see a lot of universal shifts, lots of stuff going on in the galaxy. We're already seeing it. But I don't, it's about to get, if this is happening and now you have somebody on 3D calling them out, it's going to get ugly. That's it. It's going to get ugly. So be aware with weather patterns. I almost just heard a monsoon. I don't fucking know. I hope they can be saved. Honestly, I don't even know if it's a thing, but I hope it's like they can be snagged back and not, it's not a barter, you know, it's, I don't know how that works, but I hope that there's some extra powerful angels and extra powerful things on earth to go in and take back what was taken from those individuals. It's fucking wrong. It's upsetting what was taken from those individuals. And they're just there trying to get help and guidance, you know? So again, try not to worry. I really truly believe a majority of us hit a point of ascension where you're not going to sit back and actually question if I've been wrong this whole time, because that's what that was. That being said, is exactly what they wanted to happen. They wanted you to question yourself, your own belief, your own thoughts. Have I been wrong? Fuck no. It's not even about thoughts. They wanted to fuck with your thoughts, because it is about a person, place, or a thing. It's not about thoughts. They wanted to take your fucking thoughts. They wanted to twist your fucking thoughts. And we think just the Matrix does that. There's a lot of people rooting for humanity to fail. It's not just humanity itself. Because they all gotta, this is where the bigwigs, everyone's gotta get kicked off the horse. They all got that little feeling of fucking success and fucking power. Well, their reign is about to come to the fucking end. Sooner than later, I hope. So I love you guys, and I will see you mañana. I love you too. Bye. You're welcome.